Breaking news, Doc Rivers is out as the head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers. Wow, their offseason is going to be crazy with the disappointing exit in the playoffs, blowing a 3-1 lead. They have two problems. They have a coaching problem because in all of those games, they had double-digit leads and they lost it. So that's a scheme problem. It's not necessarily a problem with the roster. But then also, they do have some roster issues like Paul George. He didn't have a great playoffs. He had a lot of bad games. In Game 7 against the Nuggets, he had a wide open three in the corner and he hit the side of the backboard. And that was in the fourth quarter when the game was in the balance and you need every basket. Every possession matters. You don't even hit the rim when you're wide open. That's choking. I know you've seen clips of that. Everybody was talking about that. And you also had other players on that team that were underperforming. So there's a lot of issues for them to address. And this is crazy. Doc Rivers, he's been the coach of the Clippers since 2013. And there's been a lot of disappointing playoffs. When they had CP3, Blake Griffin, they could never get over the hump. And this year they had their most talented roster and they still couldn't get over the hump. Very disappointing. If you look at that Nuggets series, when they were double teaming Jokic, they didn't really have a plan. They didn't know why or who they were double teaming off of. They were very confused. When Jokic would pass the ball, sometimes two players would go one way and somebody is still left wide open. You're seeing that when the Lakers played the Nuggets, they did double teaming as well, but their scheme was much better. Everybody knew where they had to go, when they had to rotate, and they did a better job of deflecting passes. They're not just letting you skip the pass directly. All of the Laker defenders, they have their hands in the passing lanes, making those passes more difficult. You're even seeing that with the Miami Heat. They do a lot of double teaming, but it seems like nobody's ever open because they're all on the same page. When they double team, they know that if you do a skip pass, everybody knows where they have to rotate next. And they don't rotate prematurely. They don't rotate too early because if you do that, then you give up a layup. They wait until the ball is in the air. As soon as it's in the air, everybody starts sprinting to close out and make the adjustments. But we saw the Clippers, when they double teamed, it was mass confusion. This news is just another dub for the Lakers as they have the bragging rights in LA. Clippers appear to be in turmoil. They need a new head coach. They need a lot of new things. You've got players that are arguing with each other, throwing each other under the bus. And then of course, you had Lou Will, the distraction, getting those chicken wings when he was leaving the bubble for an emergency. So there's a lot of issues here they have to sort out going into next season if they want to seriously be able to contend and win an NBA championship. Let me know what you think in the comments section about this news. And then we're also hearing today that Victor Oladipo, he wants to move on from the Indiana Pacers. And then also Miles Turner, he's signaling he wants to leave as well. So that Pacers team, it could be a lot different after this offseason. Next season, they could be losing more players. The Pacers have to start over again. They lost Paul George, and now it looks like they're going to be losing the rest of their star players again. So that cycle continues for Indiana. I'm entering this game. If they give me an option, you know the rules.
I said I'm going in.
Hey, y'all, huddle up. Y'all playing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet.
Settle down. Settle down.